And I think a lot of people miss that in their investment strategy is the tax consequences of your investment strategy. Things coming through when you're a high earner, you're doing well in your let's call it your day job, your regular career, and you're in that higher tax brackets. At one time as high as 40%, which I was running when I was getting my K1s out of the company and we were killing it. Hey, you got to filter. If the government's going to take 40%, and if you're in a state that they're going to take another 10, you better filter every decision through the tax consequences because they're really significant. And that was a key thing for us. Still is today.
And it's interesting that people think they've got the high income and they make this income and the government takes all the taxes and from that side of it. But it's not anything new, but it's not about how much you make. It's about how much you get to keep.
You keep.
And that
was a rich dad, poor dad principle.
Absolutely.
That I walked away with. I learned that the hard way, and I lost a lot along the way, and I ended up with an accountant now that's just amazing and has, really gotten me to understand things in a better and a different way. So that accountant was life-changing for me.
Paul, how did you know that? How did you know, that it's time for me to change? Because we have listeners that are probably in the same boat, and they don't know what the triggers are to change.
It's tough, and I think a lot of listeners are probably in this situation where I grew with an accountant when I was making $100,000 a year to making over $1 million a year, and that isn't the same accountant. And that you got relationship, you got years with them. They don't understand it at the level of that. There's a whole different group of accountants who understand that and understand all the tax advantages and the consequences of your investments, and they have a whole different mindset. And I stayed way too long based on relationship with somebody, and honestly, it was for me. They made an $85,000 mistake on my taxes that was caught by another firm that I was shopping, who said when we sold the company, there was a certain trigger of a smaller percentage, but it was a significant amount that they clicked the wrong button on. And when I came back and mentioned it to her, she's like, "Oh wow, well we would have caught that." And I'm like, "Yeah, we have about 2 months left to catch that." And, and that's when I'm like, oh my God, I have got to make a change. And as your wealth grows, you need people around you, lawyers, accountants, whatever it might be, who understand that world in a different way.
I remember when I was just starting to make good money and I was trying to do my own taxes myself to save money. And somebody, and I cannot remember who it was, but someone told me that attorneys and CPAs, a good one, is well worth whatever they charge you.
100%. And those are the people that charge you, good money, but they bring you back much in return. I think in life in general, just in what you just said, the misery of the known is often more comfortable than the risk of the unknown until pain becomes your greatest motivator. And something like me looking and going, oh my God, I almost lost $85,000 in taxes was the trigger point.